means. It's like the fluffiest, yummiest Sunbeam throw. It's also the biggest. It is 60 by 70. That's huge.
Yeah, it is
I mean,
huge.
it's almost like a whole blanket. And it is that wonderful Sunbeam technology of heating, which is not like the old-fashioned electric blankets that were crinkly and you could feel wires in them and they were difficult to take care of and you always felt like maybe, you know, the house would burn down if they forgot to shut off. This has all the latest technology. It is an auto shut off, so safety feature there, also different heat settings, and you can throw it in the washer.
Isn't that amazing?
I love it.
I absolutely love it, because really what this is, I'm going to stand up, Carolyn, if you don't mind, because this is huge. I mean, 60 by 70 is
that
really...
That is just a giant
And you know,
throw.
Sunbeam and QVC, we have like a great friendship going on. We really do. And Sunbeam is so good about saying, well, what do the QVC customers want? And of course, you know, our QVC girls and customers are so good about telling us what you want.
Right.
So that's why it's the size, that's why we have these colors, but this is a beautiful blanket. And then to top this fluffy, nice fabric, if you want, you can heat it up.
Right. So you can use it with or without the heat.
Yes.
The heat has 3 heat settings, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And there's an auto shut off after 3 hours.
Okay.
I'm going to show you on my remote.
Alrighty.
I like the fact that it tells you on the remote too that there's an auto shut off, because something like this you have for such a long time that you tend to forget as the years go by. You know, is it an auto shut off? So it is. So it has the 3-hour auto off, and it's slightly lit so you can use it in the dark. You know what, I'm going to plug this back in again because it's
flashing.
Yeah,
well, go ahead. I'll tell everybody.
There you go.
This is a 3-hour auto shut-off, which means it will automatically turn itself off after 3 hours. If you wanted to continuously stay on, you'll just turn it back on again at that point. We had a very, very sick older kitty cat who passed away about 6 weeks ago, and on the vet's recommendation, rather than put her on a heating pad, we had her just in her room, or one of our bedrooms where she was staying quietly, and she could just walk around and the whole floor was heated up. We didn't have one quite this big because this one's new, but we had one of your larger ones from last year.
Yes.
And she just loved it. And you know, if Kitty made a stain or if somebody spills something on this or whatever, you throw it in the washer, which is why we allowed her to be on it, because it stayed nice and new. This also has 3 heat settings, so you don't have to be too hot if you want to just be a little bit warm, right?
Yeah, because this definitely heats up. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So, you know, you can just pick, you know, what temperature you want it to be. Because at the end of the day, when it's cold outside, and we know it's going to be bitter, we know what it was like last year, we're in for it again. You tend to tighten up your muscles, you raise your shoulders.
You don't sleep as well.
You get tense.
Right.
And just even having the soothing heat, it relaxes you a little bit, and it's a little therapeutic. So we have a couple things going on where you're going to be warm, you're going to be relaxed.
All right, we better show colors because these are popular and everyone's waiting to hear the names.
This is sage that you're looking at right now.
And then I'm holding on to the eggplant purple over here, which is just a true yummy purple color. Then down in the front
is we have the brown.
That's simply called chocolate.
Chocolate, excuse me, we have chocolate. We have blue.
And blue is called blue, but it's a true navy.
Yes.
And then in the front we have sand, and that's your light neutral. And then back here we have cranberry. And if you'll hold that shot for 1 second, I just want you to see the purple one, which is eggplant, next to the cranberry, which is truly that wine, cranberry wine color.
Yeah. And
very nice.
Both those colors. Well, all of, you know, QVC people, we love our eggplant color. And the cranberry, it looks great, you know, around the holidays just to leave out. But this blanket, it's light. It's fluffy. It's hard to describe what LoftTec is, but it's like a super soft teddy bear, if you can imagine that.
It's like a microfiber teddy bear. So it's very smooth, slickery, softy, yummy, fuzzy wuzzy. Also all 100% polyester, so it is that super easy care, washable, very, very soft. Also, I noticed that there was a clip on the back of the remote, the timer. So it's a corded remote, but you don't have to leave it laying on the floor if you want it to be up where you are.
Yeah, and this was another customer request. It's just a little feature, but you can clip it right on the blanket. Heck, you could even clip it on your own like sweater or something if you wanted to.
So it's easy to turn it on or adjust the heat.
But we really want the whole family to use this, even, you know, the little critters, you know, dogs and cats. That's why it's machine washable. It's the technology in this blanket is called thermofine wiring system, and that's unique to Sunbeam. So what that means is that if the air around you starts to get chillier, the blanket actually knows to warm up. Also, this thermofine wiring system, if it's to bunch in a certain area, then it knows not to send heat to that area.
Look how big this is.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's humongous.
Yeah.
And so again, this is a throw. It's not an electric blanket, but it's going to take the place of many of your blankets on top of the bed, or certainly for taking a nap or wrapping up you with the grandkids, or you know, if you have a larger size person in your family that needs more fabric, this is going to fit them beautifully as well. And the colors are gorgeous. A Sunbeam electric throws, the heated throws, and different sizes and shapes of them that we've had here have all been very, very popular. This is one that we're offering to you today on Easy Pay. And just to give you the rest of my story on this, 2 payments of under $23. This is our only order of the season. So here's what I want to make sure you understand. This is going to be a very popular holiday gift. Yes. A lot of you have been asking for the larger throws. When these start to sell out in certain colors, they will not be able to be reordered to bring more in for holiday gift giving. You won't see any more of these until sometime next year. So if you want this, or you think it's a great gift, or you think it matches what's going on in one of your favorite rooms and you want to stay nice and cuddly, get it now while you're thinking about it. Take advantage of that Easy Pay. And right now we do have all the colors in stock. So I'm holding the eggplant. Janine is holding onto the sage. Then in the buckets down here, we have in the front, there's sand. Behind it is this beautiful cranberry. Chocolate is the dark brown. That's like an espresso. That's really dark brown.
It's very dark, yes.
And then the navy we're simply calling blue, if you would like that one, but it is truly a navy blue.
And you know, when you do get this home, make sure you put it someplace immediately that you know you're going to use it.
Right.
So if your favorite thing is to watch TV at the end of the day, you know, put it right on the sofa next to the remote. And you know, you can unplug. This blanket is nice enough to use with or without the heat.
Yeah.
It's that nice.
And let's talk too about now that we're on that shot. I'm grabbing this blanket in any random spot. I don't feel crinkly, sharp wires or plastic. Hear it? It's not sounding plasticky in my microphone, like lesser quality or older models of electric blankets. This is not what an electric blanket used to be, which was sometimes quite dangerous, actually.
Oh, no, this is, believe me, it's fabulous. I just can't even say enough good things about it. And I love the fact that, you know, if you do gift it, there's a 3-hour auto off.
Yes.
So if you're maybe a little bit worried about Aunt Mary or whatever, forgetting to turn it off, no worries. It's going to turn itself off.
Right.
And it's a great gift to give to an entire family. You know, I have a very large family, so it's nice to give one to my sister and all of her children. It's that nice of a gift. And there's something about it, I guess because it's so warm and snuggly, that it seems very personal, like in a non-threatening way, if that makes any sense, because it's just a loving gift. It really is.
I love this for seniors. I love this to give to your senior parents, or if you have someone, like you said, Aunt Mary, who might live alone. Maybe your grandmom is living by herself now. If you do have someone in assisted living, or someone who is often in bed or in a chair, this is going to keep them nice and toasty warm. And again, lots of great safety features. You've got adjustable heat settings so it won't get too hot. It shuts itself off after 3 hours. If something stains it for whatever reason, it can go in the washing machine and will come out looking just like new every time. You do not want to put this in the dryer, so please keep that in mind. You do want to air dry it, but it will wash in the machine and get nice and clean should something happen to it. We are very busy on the lines. Sage is now getting very limited. Remember, if you want sage or any of the other colors, this is all we have for this year. So this is it for this large. Are we going to have a bigger one?
I don't think, how much bigger could it get?
I mean, I think this is going to be the biggest.
This is it. I mean, this is the nicest.
And this is all we have.
Yeah, I mean, Sunbeam, we really said exactly, what do you think the QVC customer wants? And we looked at what the suggestions are. These are the colors that the QVC customers wanted. Right. The size and the fabric. And this is all we have. I mean, I don't know. I do really believe that the blankets this year from Sunbeam are the best of the best.
Well, there will be other Sunbeam products. There will be probably full-size blankets for your bed.
Yeah, I have blankets
and there will be the little throws that go on your shoulder, or maybe more like a heating pad size that just goes on your tummy or something like that. However, if you want the big throw, that's really a full-size throw, like our Mega Fluffies. That's the size this is. This is it. And Sage now just a few hundred left for the rest of the year. We also have it for you. Let's look at colors again. This is the chocolate, which is in a deep espresso brown. Here is the blue, which is a true navy. Simply order blue for this one chocolate for this one. Down here on the other side, we have it for you in sand, and that is a really light khaki shade. And then here is the cranberry, and that's a lovely holiday color, great interior decor color. And then here is the eggplant, and I'll pop it here in the front so you can see this is a lovely sort of a grapey purple color.
Yes. And you know what's universal, Carolyn? If you're cold, you're not going to be comfortable. If you're cold, you might not even realize it. Sometimes I don't even realize I'm raising my shoulders when I'm a little chilly or trying to watch TV. But I'll tell you what, when you're warm and I say snuggly wuggly, you relax and your muscles get a chance to be less tense, and you just kind of unwind, and it kind of gives you the comfort to fall asleep if that's what you're looking for. But the 3-hour auto shut-off is fabulous, so please fall asleep in front of the TV. And the washing instructions are sewn right here.
Right here.
Yep.
And I just walked out in front to show you again the size.
It's huge.
Look how big this is. I mean, this is humongous. You could definitely, 2 of you, take a nap under this. You can definitely wrap a couple of you up in this, especially if you're reading with the grandkids or a puppy sits on your lap. And again, it's great even without the heater on. If we could come in just really close again like we just did, just to show the LoftTec. That's what this means. It's really, really soft and fluffy. It's not a flat knit or a flat weave. It's very soft, thick microfiber. So it's very luxurious feeling, as you can see. Just like any of your wonderful fluffy fleece throws, except this one is heated.
I know, to have this fabric and snuggly, lightweight, fluffy fabric around you, and then to have it heated is unbelievable. And remember, it says auto off 2 hours right on the remote, so you don't have to worry if the kids have it in the basement and they're playing their video games. It's fabulous to give to a whole family if you're invited for Thanksgiving. Sometimes it's great if you bring a bottle of wine, but you know what? What are the 3 kids gonna? They're not gonna be enjoying the wine. This is a gift that everyone can use. It's a thoughtful gift because you can always say, you know what, Mom, I know you like to read, so when you're reading at night, you know, turn this on, or whatever the person's hobby is. If you're on Facebook, put this around your shoulders when you're doing Facebook. But it's from Sunbeam, which is a very trusted name. It's over 100-year-old
We
company.
love that brand.
I do too.
Can I just say this is really lightweight too. It's like any of the fluffy throws that feel like I like to use the word whippy dip, which I think is a made-up word, but it's like they're so lofty and fluffy, but not lumpy heavy. So you're gonna love this. You'll love it with or without the heat. Plug it in. It heats up very quickly. By the way, if the timer goes off and you wake up and you're cold, if you just press it, it goes back on and heats up in moments.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then it stays heated for 3 hours before it shuts itself off again. And it has 3 different heat settings. So you've got the low, the medium, and the high heat setting. All of them are safe. And again, auto shut off, machine washable. There are less than 500 left now in the sage green, and that is for the rest of the season. There is no reorder coming in on this until sometime in 2015. So if you want this newest offering from Sunbeam in the heated blankie department, this is the large mega throw, and it comes with that great clip now for the heater, the heat button switch, the remote. And that can stay right near you if you want it to, so you can certainly use it without anything plugged into if you want. All right, so we're going to wrap up on this. We have Pedic Solutions and something from